Yo, what is up people? It is your boy Sneebles right here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Once again today, back on that grind, and obviously the last FIFA 22 grind for you guys. Yeah, it should be the last one. I did say I was going to try and squeeze in one more season. There's going to be another sim season, so this could be a long video just like the last one. I think the last one was about, 37 minutes, something like that. I hope you guys didn't mind me doing that, but obviously with FIFA 23 literally around the corner, you know what I mean, I just wanted to do simmed games, and obviously I can't do an actual season because it would just take so much time to do, and obviously I have my own life to live, so I work and have other things, just hobbies, whatever to do. So at the end of the day, it just wouldn't be easy to get a full season in terms of just obviously recording games. I wouldn't be able to do that at all. If I could, brilliant, but I won't be able to. So but yeah, we'll go on to another season, but like I said, this time well, for the second time, it's going to be simmed. So yeah, I'm hoping we can do the same sort of damage that we did on the last episode, and yeah, just literally just do a bit. I mean, we've done really well. We've done really well last season. Obviously the Champions League final, won that. FA Cup got knocked out quite early, what, I think 6th round maybe, something like that. I know we got knocked out to Huddersfield, lost 3-1 at home as well, crazy, but there you go. But yeah, and then of course Premier League winners, so really happy with that. Obviously scoring goals for the fun, and it's already started like that this season as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, so it's been a nice start to the season. But yeah, just going to about transfers. This is what this start of this video will be about, as I always do. Be transfers and obviously what's happened so far. We're literally in the start of September, so I've done the transfer window. Been a bit of a disappointing transfer window in a sense, as there was a few players that I wanted to let go on loan, but no bids came in from. It's crazy. Some did, like for example, I might get one from Tottenham, but I ain't letting Tottenham have my players. I just ain't doing that. Don't let players go to rivals unless I'm so wanting to let them go. So if I want to let them go completely, like 100%, and I think that he's not going to get games at them, but at least get fitness or whatever, then I'll probably do it. But yeah, I just left it at that. But yeah, so onto the transfer window. So as you see right now on your screen, as you've probably been looking at the screen for maybe a bit, I don't know. We'll start off with the guy at the bottom. So I've got Arnold, who's gone to Villarreal. Wait, why can I not? That's weird. Wait, why can't I? Just what the? That was weird. I couldn't actually select Arnold for some reason. Alright. Anyways, bit of a weird sort of glitch thing there. I don't actually know what happened, to be honest. But anyways, this guy, 20-year-old, he's gone for 30.7 million to Villarreal. Getting decent player, but good players in those positions. Just fought like flogging, so he's gone. Another guy, Riedel, who actually only joined last year, but for some reason I just don't see a lot in this guy. I've got other players that are so much more better than him in that position. Wasn't alone at Real Madrid, I think, last season. But anyways, he's gone for 30.7 million as well. So both teams for the same price. So yeah, quite happy with that. So it's all good. Okay, so on to the next player after Riedel. This guy, Jesse Laurent, a 19-year-old Belgian striker. He's gone on loan to Palace. Probably should let this guy go on permanent, really, but because I've got so many talent. Obviously the two new strikers we got last season, should I say. Yeah, brilliant strikers, young, obviously just as young as this guy, but don't need them all, you know what I mean? I just can't help it, you know what I mean? When these youngsters come through, you need to get them, you know what I mean? As simple as that, but I don't need to keep getting so many. I mean, this season, already at the start of this season, there's been a good few free agents we could have got, but I've not got every single one. I've got about 3, I think. Literally, it's quite a small amount of numbers, to be honest. A small number, to be fair, considering what I have been doing for the last couple of seasons. But yeah, I just thought, I don't have to get every single one, so I just looked at the ones that I thought, these are really good. They look actually genuinely good. So I went and got them, and that was that. So just trying to calm down a bit with the young players, to be fair. But moving on to this guy, Mikkelsen, he's gone for £30.8 million to Frankfurt. Mikkelsen, the 20-year-old goalkeeper. I liked him, but when he played for me, he was absolutely terrible. So in that sense, he's not really that good. So, but at 20, he's still got a lot to improve. But I just thought don't need him. I've got 2 decent goalkeepers anyways. I'm not desperate to keep him, so I flogged him. It's as simple as that. Moving on to the next one, and the most surprising one of all is Davor Horvat. Now you're probably thinking, why have you sold him? So if you guys know about this guy, he's an absolute legend. Excuse me, absolute legend at the club, and honestly a quality player. Like, you know, he's a generated player, as I can tell with his face, you know, his profile there and whatever. I think he's generated. I mean, he looks it obviously, but you know. But anyways, quality player. Honestly, if he was actually on the game, FIFA 23 next year, I'd so buy him. Literally, I really would. Quality player, and at 27 in his prime, getting into his prime, you know, the way I see it, why would I sell him? But I just think it's last season, and as I'm a fan of Arsenal in real life, I know, you know, we're doing all right. Okay, we're doing all right. You know, just touch wood, we don't drop down. But no, seriously. But this player, like I said, quality. But I just thought, Arsenal haven't been doing great lately. I've got so much talent on that side, both left and right, to be honest. So I thought I'd let him go. And I got a decent 165.5 million, which I could have got way more. But knowing it's Arsenal, team obviously I support in real life, I thought I'd give him a helping hand and give him one of my best players. And you know, it's a bit weird doing that, but you know, maybe to some people. But 92 rating, quality player. But again, so much talent on that side as well as the right side. I don't need to worry about it, you know what I mean? So I was happy to give him up to Arsenal. I've had good years out of him, to be honest. I've had him since basically the start of FIFA 22. So I just thought, you know what, last season, there you go, simple as that. So he's gone anyways, and he's on 260k as well at Arsenal. He was, I think the highest was on at ours. I think it was 175 at ours, I think. And he's gone straight to 260k. Not surprised. What a player. 92 rate again, you know what I mean? So yeah, so he's gone. So shame, but there you go. It is what it is, as I said. Then we sold this guy, Rodriguez. Sold him for £10 million. Just a random right back that just wasn't using. And yeah, there you go. Just didn't want him anymore. He's gone. Sholton, again another young centre mid, gone for 2.7 million to Stoke. Again, just a random centre mid, 70 rated, not all great. And I've got so much talent again coming through, and I just thought I'd get rid of him. So that was that. And then moving on to mainly the loans now. So we've got Jacobs, who's one of our new guys that we actually got. Of course, for some reason he didn't pop up at the bottom. I'm going to guess that's because I've let him go on loan. I don't know. But anyways, he's one of the new ones we got in this season. 83 rated, 21-year-old English centre-back. Looks quality. But again, I ain't going to use him as much, so I'll let him go on loan. And that's that. So that's all good. Then we've got Vinsky, who's gone on loan to Barcelona. He was at Leicester, I think, last season on loan, but he's gone out on a 2-year loan. But yeah, again, I'm only going to be doing one more season probably. So yeah, he's gone to Barcelona anyway, so that's all good. Vial, a 17-year-old, this guy, 17 years old, CDM, looks pretty good. He's gone to RB Leipzig on loan. So you know, again, £43 million worth at 81 rated, 17 years old. Pretty credible, to be honest. Great price there. And talking about RB Leipzig, before we go into the next one, I have to be really honest. We actually got a bid, right? And this is crazy. I was so tempted to accept it, but we got a bid of £260 million for Babic. If you remember our centre mid, Croatian centre mid, 23 years old, I think he is. Solid player, 93 rated. I think one of the world's best, of course. And yeah, he's literally just been offered that much, and I thought, you know what I mean, you can't turn down that sort of money, but he's a quality player, and I still want to use him for, yeah, well, I've only got one season, like I keep saying, but you know, I just didn't want to let him go, as simple as that. So I don't need the money. I've got like £1 billion to spend anyways. It's just credible now, right now. But yeah, so I thought I'd let you guys know that anyways. But moving on, we've got this guy, Sepulveda, the left back, 23-year-old Argentinian left back. He's gone on loan to Bayern Munich for the season. Again, decent player, but get him out. 18-year-old Cancio, he's gone out on loan to Athletic Club. So again, decent player, but get him out to give him some games. Hopefully he does. Another one of our players that we bought in this transfer window, again free agent. When I say bought, you know, free agents anyways. 20-year-old Giovanni Dijkstra. I think that's, I'm just going to call him Giovanni. I think that's how you pronounce it anyways. But it's valued at £74.5 million already, 84 rated. So on a nice £50,000 a week contract. and his stats there, not bad for the centre back. And Dutch, obviously, you know, Dutch are quite good for their defenders, to be fair, quite known these days, anyways. But yeah, so he's gone to Juventus. Holzel, he's got, well, these couple, they're joining in January. I couldn't get any deals for these during this window. Why, I don't know. But he's gone out on loan anyways. Well, he will be, sorry, on a short loan to Sheffield United. And then same with Neves, which is the final one to talk about. He's gone out on loan to, well, will be, I keep saying that, will be going out on loan to Real Madrid. So, you know, again, you can tell, like, just look at that player. His 5 of his 6 attributes are 90 plus. You know what I mean? So it just tells you how much talent I've got in my club, that I need to let players like this go on loan to get games. You know, and that's why I don't need to really buy players. You know what I mean? At the moment, anyways. So, but yeah. So, but that's that for transfers. But just to go onto the squad hub, I don't know if there's anyone I missed. I'm just going to make sure I didn't. But yeah, so it's all the same as you see here. You know, brilliant array of players. Just going to quickly skim through it. We've got this guy. Again, like I said, I've said before, I don't know why they don't always pop up in the transfer window, you know, transfer business bit that we were just basically on. I don't know why, it just sometimes doesn't. But this guy, 17 years old, 80 rated, not bad for, you know, 17 years old. So I snapped him up. So that's all cool. He is on loan list, but no one came in for him. Yeah, is what it is. Bruno Reis, we've had him before. Actually, Bruno Reis is actually going on loan to Arsenal, I think, in January as well. Also, oh yeah, this guy. So I don't know why this guy didn't come up. I'm really surprised by that. Then again, actually, I got him at the end of last season. I did get him in June, so it wouldn't go on to this one. Yeah, because it's a new season, whatever reason. But anyway, I've got this guy. He's already got 1 assist from 1 game. 19-year-old, 85 rated, Belgium international. Lorenzo de Meyer, again, random name, but look at his stats, pretty decent for 19 years old. Great centre mid, and we bought him from none other than Manchester United. We actually paid £70 million, so our main bit of money we spent in this window. So 70 million plus, but now a young player we had has gone the other way, and I was surprised it was accepted with that player. I thought they would have just wanted 100 million or something, which I'd have just done anyways, but I just thought, alright, okay, but now it goes the other way, and it's as simple as that. So that's all good anyways. Yeah, so go further down. There's no one I can see here really. That's new. We had these two youngsters come through the youth ranks. They're gone out on loan straight away, and that's basically it. That is literally, yeah, it. Only a couple missed off the list, but yeah. So their transfers. That's what's done. Can't really ask for any more. It's been a decent start of the season in terms of transfers, anyways. But going on to the calendar, so let's have a quick look at this. So just to show you the results on this though, so as you see right now, so I've not actually shown you this in the past couple of seasons for whatever reason. I keep forgetting to tell you what happens in the pre-season cups. Not that it's important, but you know, obviously it's part of the game, so why I don't tell you, I don't know. Anyways, I just forget or whatever. But we actually had a lot of players missing. Now the reason why is because it was the World Cup in this season, and Brazil won it, by the way. And yeah, nearly every one of my players actually went on international duty. I literally just about had a squad. Like, I know I have a lot of players, but wow, I just had a squad. But funny enough, right, so as you see right here, we won our first game 3-0, but it wasn't played. When we went to play it, their team actually didn't have sufficient, they had insufficient players. So I thought I was worse off, but you know, they couldn't, so we got the win, they forfeited. So we got that. But then the next 2 games, we lost 2 on the Benfica and lost 3-2 to Lille. Those games we actually played with a CDM in goal, because all 3 of my goalkeepers, with Mikkelsen as well, that obviously has gone on permanent now, he's left, but when he was there, all 3 of them are on international duty. All 3 of my goalkeepers, 3. Crazy, that's crazy. So I was just like, well, what can I do? So I just put a CDM in now. Didn't want to put a realistic, I could put a centre back, whatever, you know, but I just wanted to do realistically a defensive player. But whether that made a difference, which as you see, it practically didn't. Yeah, so I thought I'd let you guys know that, but that's quite funny really, because all my keepers are gone. Literally everyone was gone on international duty. Not much I could do about it. So but yeah, quickly moving on anyways. So we started off here, as you see here, some strong results. We battered Chelsea 5-0 in the cup. So bearing in mind I skipped all these, I simmed them all. But yeah, battered Chelsea 5-0 in the Community Shield, so that's first trophy done. Then Super Cup victory against Villarreal by beating them 2-1. We got the goal in the last minute to win the game. Domenico Sala, my left winger, Italian left winger, got the winner. Honestly, incredible. What a fucking result to get right in the last minute. So that's 2 trophies already. Brilliant stuff, to be fair. And then we started off the Premier League on a very strong note, and as you see there, it is a very strong note. We smashed West Ham 9-0. 9-0. Again, I didn't play it. You know, just simmed it. Skimmed, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, but then we went on to Wolves and drew 2-2 of them. I did jump into that, and we managed to draw. I was 2-1 down, and Tonali scored a screamer and made it 2-2 to get a point at least. So I was happy with that. And then finishing off that August, we beat Aston Villa by 4-1. So they're the games so far done. So moving on to September, we've got Newcastle next. Champions League group stage. Let's have a look who we got. I haven't even seen myself, and that's who we've got. You know what? Being honest, that's actually kind of an easiest group, really. Villarreal, of course, you know, we just played them obviously in the European Super Cup. But yeah, so they might be tough in that sense. RB Salzburg, you know, could be tough, and Club Brugge. Yeah, I can't really ask for a better group, to be honest with you. Actually, being really honest, I can't. So not a bad group. Then moving on to, of course, we have Everton next, and then we do have Chelsea at home in the round 3 of the Carabao Cup. So that'll be still a tough game because obviously it will be a weaker side. You know, I always do it for the League Cup, but still confident to maybe get a result, hopefully. But we'll see what we can do. But yeah, so that is that. There's not much else to say for the start of this video. Of course, it's usually about 3 parts, so I'll come back in January and tell you who. Tell you what's happened in the first part of the season. Now my batteries are low, so that's brilliant there. But anyways, yeah, so like I said, not much else to say. Just a brilliant start to the season. You know, 2 trophies, transfers done. You know, so yeah, such a shame it's going to be the last season as well. But yeah, so I'll try and get this out to you as soon as possible. Hopefully should get this out on Tuesday. So we'll see what I can do. So recording this right now on Sunday, but it depends how many games I can get simmed and squeezed in. And you probably think, you know, I said this before on the last season, you probably think that they should be quite easy and go through it quickly. And technically it is, but at the same time it does take time, like literally a good bit of time, like of your own time. It's just sitting there just simming. If I quick sim them, it'll be way more quicker, hence why it's called quick sim. But you know, I've been just simming them and obviously just managing from the top, like Football Manager, you know. So but yeah, so that is all I'm going to say on this part anyways. So you know, I hope you guys don't mind me doing this again. You know, it's a video at the end of the day, and I don't mind doing this, to be honest. So I think it's different, but you know, I wouldn't usually do this obviously at the start of FIFA, which when that does come out, we'll go straight ahead of it. So yeah, yeah, not much else to say. It's the start of it, so I will actually transfer, or should I say, I can't think of the word. Let's just, yeah, the next part will be in January. So yeah, I'll see you then on the flip side of this. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back for this next part, of course, of the last season that we're going to play of FIFA 22. I just want to let you know as well, this video probably won't be out. I would have said Tuesday, but I'm going to say probably Wednesday now. Honestly, I said it before, these games can take a while to go through, they really can. Also, don't quick sim, I just normal sim, so I managed to like sort of manage, you know, from the sideline sort of thing, and I can do substitutes and blah blah blah. But yeah, haven't dropped into any games except one game. We'll probably come to that in a bit. And since that game, I refuse to jump into games now because because of that, I just can't win for some reason. You know, for some reason, just it's scripted, and I just keep losing, or if I draw or something, it's like I can't win the games. Ridiculous, but there you go. But I don't know what else to say. But yeah, so in the August month, I think I showed you this, as you see right now on your screen. Of course, got some solid results. I think I left it at the start of September, didn't I? If not, I'll just go through them again. Of course, we won both the cups, as you see there, the Community Shield and the Super Cup against Villarreal. Then we beat West Ham 9-0, 2-2 of Wolves, and then 4-1 of Villa. So not a bad start to the season for definite. So then go through to September. So now we're going to go through the fixtures. We won 4-0 against Newcastle, then won 3-1 against Villarreal. We had them in our group. Should have showed you my group, but I think I did. But anyways, yeah. So beat them 3-1. That was a decent result. Then 2-2 with Everton. Should have really been a win. You can't really drop points against something like that. Lost 3-2 to Chelsea in the League Cup. Not really too bothered, but you know, tried to win, of course, you know, as always. And then Southampton beat them 3-0. So that was a good, sort of a good month, except the Chelsea defeat. Going into October, we won 6-0 against Club Brugge. Brilliant demolition of them. And then the game that we actually jumped in, that was actually, we was losing 2-1. We was losing 2-1 with about 20 minutes to go. I pulled it back to 2-2, and then they got a goal. Like, you know, actually I think it's, I can't remember now. I think it's actually 1-1. Yeah. I think it was 1-1. Okay, it's a 1-1. Then they made it. Yeah. Sorry, it was 1. They made it 2-2. 2-1. Sorry. Then I made it 2-2. Then they made it 3-2. Very frustrating. I had to try and remember that. I had to really think about that one. But that's the game that I've now refused to jump into games, because for some reason the goals, if I could have shown you them, they were just ridiculous, absolutely embarrassing, and it was just so scripted. I know I say that word a lot these days, but it shouldn't be a goal. It just shouldn't be. Both of them should have been goals. The goals they scored, obviously when I jumped in, it just shouldn't be. It's simple as that. I wish I could show you, but you know, the proof is there. As in, for me, anyways, I know what I saw. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, so lose to them, but then we gained a bit of ground by beating United 2-1, so that was good. Obviously United being a solid team as they are. Then we beat RB Salzburg by 4 goals to 1 in the Champions League. Then 2-1 over Watford to finish off that month. Going to November, 3-0 over Leicester, 4-1 over Salzburg on the return fixture. And then 1-0 over West Brom with a 1-1 draw with Palace. Then 4-1 over Villarreal in the Champions League. And then a thrashing of Arsenal, 6-1. Absolutely thrashed them. Literally never thought of thrashing that much, but you know, it is what it is. But yes, that was a good month for November. And going into December, a very tight month of victories all over the place. So 3-1 over Brighton, 3-0 over Man City. So bear in mind, I'm not jumping in these games, so doing really well here. Then 5-1 over Club Brugge, solid again. 4-0 over Leeds, again solid. 3-1 over Chelsea, solid result again. 6-1 over Sheffield United, definitely solid. And a nice comfortable victory over then the league leaders Liverpool by beating them 2-0 at Anfield. So yeah, solid month. But then we go straight into January, the month that we just literally did, and it's like a bit of a downfall in terms of goals. I mean, alright, you see 6-0 over Sheffield Wednesday there in the cup, that was decent, but you started off with Newcastle and it was 2-0, then 2-1 over Villa, which only just got that victory to be fair. We lost to Liverpool 2-0, so beat them 2-0 at their ground, but then they beat us 2-0 at our ground. Not sure how that really works, but then you know, you think it'd be the other way around, but there you go. And then we beat Sheffield United by a goal to nil, which not great. I mean, it's 3 points. Obviously, I'm going to be happy with that, but it should be more goals. And we just beat Leeds by 4 goals to nil in the cup. Now you're probably thinking, what's not great about that? But I just mean, we go from like this, literally as you see here, banging goals in left, right, centre, even against Man City and Chelsea, to then technically dropping down. As you see, 2 goals, only 2 against Newcastle, only 2 against Villa. 6 of course against Sheffield Wednesday, but that's expected, no offence to Sheffield Wednesday. And then only 1 against Sheffield United, but then 4 against Leeds in the cup. You know, are we starting to get that goals back, you know what I mean? So you can see what I mean, it's a bigger difference. Like, even though we're getting the results, of course, that's all that matters. But yeah, so moving on to this month, so we're now into February, going into the last bit of the month, so the next part 3 will come out, obviously adding on to this of course. But you know, so I'm excited to see how we finish, just like the last season that we did. And yeah, I hope you guys of course enjoying this Sims season, to be honest. But yeah, so just, you know, one more thing to obviously of course say. I always forget about this nearly. I nearly enough do nearly every time. But we go on to the transfers, and I wouldn't say actually a lot has really happened. So I've had to go down. Wait, that's back in July, so not there. Let me just have to skip through. Okay, so I think it's just these really, but yeah. So nothing really happened towards the end of the transfer window. I think I show you these. Some of these just gone out on loan. We just had Holmes gone to Sheffield United. Never's gone to Real Madrid in January. Reece has gone to Arsenal. with Santos going to Atletico, and Hong going to Juve, Tavares, Leicester. Yeah, there you go. So they've all gone out loan in January, so a lot of loanees have gone. Excuse me, wow, jeez. But yeah, so hopefully they'll get match experience anyways. And then moving on to this guy, so one of the biggest signings we got, Jude Bellingham for £120 million. I bought him because we actually got a bid for Pedri from Real Madrid, none other than Real Madrid. So Pedri, even though he's 92 rated, Pedri, I didn't get along with him. I didn't play with him as much. Obviously, I've had a couple of plays with him in the last season, but for me, I don't rate him. I didn't. He got a few goals, yeah, but he just didn't perform so highly. It's mad. So I thought I'd get rid of him, and I got this guy Jude Bellingham, who, of course, is a great young talent in real life. Hopefully, he'll be a brilliant talent in the future, and just only can go up really. But yeah, so got him for that. Anyway, he's 150 grand a week. He's on youngster. He's gone out on loan to RB Leipzig. Then here's that Pedri. Of course, we got 180 million for him, which is pretty decent. Of course, one of the world's best, as it says. And he's now on. Actually, I've just seen that. He's on a. Whoa. Oh my god. Pedri is on £420,000 a week. Are you kidding me right now? 420 grand. Jesus. He was at 220, I think. But yeah, 420. Unbelievable. Another 200k a week. Yeah, I mean, 92 rated, you deserve that sort of money, I guess. But I've got a 95 rated striker in Kuna, as well as a 94 rated striker in Blin. That, you know, obviously way more, like a couple of ratings more higher, and they're on half of that. You know what I mean? It's just, and Blin, I think, it's on 165,000, and he's 94 rated. That's crazy. That's crazy. But there you go. And then we bought this guy. This guy we could have got for free a couple of seasons ago, but I refused to sign him for whatever reason. I think it's because I was getting too many youngsters and too many free agents were coming through, and I thought this is one of the guys I'm going to sort of skip. And probably not a good idea at times, but it was what I wanted to do, so I just done that. And as you see, has potential to be special, and I thought I'd get him. He's 88 rated now. I think it was 85 at the time, or I think it was 84. So he's gone up 4 ratings, and at 21, a lot to still improve. And then yeah, so 100k a week. We spent 60 million plus Axelos, my other goalkeeper, my second goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper, whatever you want to call it. He's gone the other way to Inter Milan. So yeah, and that is all the transfers done for that. So you know, there's not really much to say to finish off. But yeah, it's been a good start of the season. We are top of the league, so just to show you this. Of course, Liverpool have gained a little bit of ground on us, but that's only because we've got to play our 24th game, but they've played theirs. So we get Chelsea next, and yeah, hopefully we can get a result. It's not going to be easy. Well, we have smashed Chelsea, so can we do it again? I don't know, but yeah, so hopefully we can get the 3 points there, and oh, sorry about that. Anyways, hopefully we can get even further, of course, in this season and finish off strongly. Hopefully we can. So, hope you guys, of course, enjoyed this part. So, see you guys in the next part, where hopefully we can, you know, like I said, finish off the season. Premier League, FA Cup if we can, Champions League, you know. So, you know, hopefully we can, and I'll show you who we play against in the Champions League and whatever. You might have seen them on the calendar just then. If you did, then you'll know who we're against. But I'm not going to say anything. We're going to wait until we finish the season, and that's that. So yeah, so on to the next part. So see you on the flip side, as they say. Okay, welcome back to the last part of this video, and yeah, the third part, right towards the end of the season. And what an end to the season. I can't wait to get through this with you guys. Obviously for the last the last season, you know, obviously I've simmed the last 2 seasons, this one being the second, before the end of FIFA 22, and then we move on to FIFA 23. And what a end to this campaign. Seriously, what an end. And you know, it's shocking how we deserved to get the, basically what happened in the end. We deserved to have the positive stuff, so it's positive, okay, let's just say that, right? But the way we should have got it. Like, we were so dominant nearly every game. I swear down, nearly every game was so dominant. We absolutely smashed teams. But then sometimes we just didn't finish the game. For whatever reason. When I say finish the game, just didn't finish as a decent result. No wins but yeah, just there were certain games we should have got a win. You know, for example, like as you see right now on your screen, obviously we're going to go obviously talking about these games, but as you see there, 2-2 with Tottenham. I think we was actually 2-1 up for quite a lot of the game, or 2-0 or something. It's, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so let's go ahead with the results anyways. We're not going to obviously blab on and obviously, you know, just take so much time. But yeah, so the results, as you see right now on your screen. So start with 0-0 with Chelsea. Going into obviously February this is. So 0-0, not great, but hey, it's a point against Chelsea. But then beat United 2-1 only a week or so later. Then beat Dortmund 5-0 in the first leg of the Champions League knockout stages. So that was a pretty solid result. So that's all good. And then we drew 2-2 with Tottenham. As I said, we should have really got 3 points in that, but we didn't. So that is what it is. Jesus, I can't stop hiccuping. But anyways, we beat Palace 2-0. Good, comfortable victory there. Then beat Southampton 3-2 in the FA Cup, so went through to the next round there. Then won 8-0 against West Brom. Fucking thrashed them. Then we thrashed Dortmund in the second leg 6-3. You know, obviously they came back with 3 goals. Pretty decent comeback, I guess. But yeah, decent result there. And so we go through to the next round there. But as you see there, we lost on penalties to Watford, which is kind of frustrating. So we're at the FA Cup there. Then we beat Everton 2-1 to end that to end the month of March. So yeah, is what it is. At the FA Cup, annoying, but there you go. Then we beat Brighton start of April by 3-2. Then Wolves 4-1 in the Champions League. Yep, we've got Wolves in the Champions League, which is crazy. So we beat them in the first leg 4-1. Then we won 4-0 against Arsenal, so that's great, 3 points there. Then 4-0 clean sheet and thrashing to just knock Wolves out to make sure the game was done, so that was decent. Then we lost 2-1 to Leicester, which is not good because they were actually right next to us in the league at that time. And obviously even at the end they still were as well. But yeah, so they beat us there, not a great result to take. But then we go and thrashed Southampton 7-1, so we took 3 points there. Then we beat Roma 2-1 in the semi-finals of the Champions League first leg, so that was decent to take that one. Then going into the last month, as you see right here, 2-2 of Leeds, very disappointing result. Really annoyed that we didn't get 3 points there. But then we finished Roma off by beating them 5-1 in the second leg to take a place in the Champions League final for the second season running. That's all good. Then we lost to Man City 2-1 at home, 2-0 down. Again, that was one of the games that was absolutely so dominating. We still didn't get even a point. We should have had at least a point in that game. I'm not kidding. I can't believe we lost it, to be honest. But yeah, 2-1 anyways, and that's that. Then we beat Watford 4-2, so that was a good comeback there. Then Wolves 5-1, so a very dominating result there as well. Then we beat West Ham 3-0 on the last game of the season, and on the last game of the season we needed Leicester to beat Liverpool. Leicester were against Liverpool on the last game of the season, and Leicester at the time were third and Liverpool were first. Liverpool had 89 points, I think we had 87, and Leicester had I think 85, or something, and something like that. And we had to win our last game. As simple as that. Obviously we beat West Ham, but we need Leicester to beat Liverpool or draw with them. And kid you not, they actually won. Leicester beat Liverpool 1-0, by a margin of just 1-0, and we managed to win the title because we won against West Ham the last match of the season. What a way to end FIFA 22. Then it got even better. We played PSG in the final of the Champions League for the second year running as well, so they were looking for some revenge, and we were the better side. I felt like we played much better, but during it, believe it or not, Zimmerman, my goalkeeper, 89 rated goalkeeper we got from Inter Milan in January, he obviously had a great game. I don't know what his rating was in the end, I can't remember, but in the first half, kid you not, he had a rating of 10. 10, the highest you can get. I've never seen, I promise you, I've never seen on FIFA, any FIFA, a keeper get a rating of 10. I know it might sound stupid to you guys, but I've never seen a keeper get a rating of 10 ever. And he had 10 at least until 60 minutes, and we had about PSG probably had about 5-6 shots, probably. So I'm going to guess he done really well keeping them out. I don't know. Obviously, I've only got little dots running around on the simmed screen, so I can't tell if he made absolutely sublime saves and shit, you know. But you know, it seemed like he did make some good saves. You can kind of tell with the graphic that you have anyways. But in the end, we actually scored an equaliser. Was it 1-0 up? Yeah, 1-0. Then it went 1-1, then 2-1 PSG. And then we scored, I think, with Blin in like the 70th. No, I think it was 75th or 75th or 80th minute, I think. And Blin made it 2-2 to pull it onto extra time. And in extra time, I kid you not, Mbappe got subbed off, but they were still absolutely dominant. We just could not keep up with them. And our keeper, that's why I think he got a really good rating. He just kept shot after shot out. They only finished with about 12 shots, I think, something like that. Still a lot of shots in most ways, but we just hung on to penalty shootouts. And the penalty shootout, I kid you not, was so bad. Penalty shootouts, there was about, I think we both of us missed the first 3 penalties, I think it was, and then we finally scored. Then they missed, and then we scored the winner. We won 2-0, as you see there, on penalties. I don't know what happened. We just, for some reason, just couldn't score penalties. But then we managed to score our 2 to win the penalty shootout and to take the Champions League for the 2nd year running from the same team. They must be absolutely pissed off. But yeah, what an end to the season. So as I said there, that was crazy. And just to show you the table, of course, on the Premier League, this is how it ended. You can tell how tight this season was. 90 points. We had to win a last game. Had to have Leicester beat Liverpool, which they did. And there you go. And I mean, if we just go to, so that if we do this, should go. Is that still? Oh, is it August still? I'll try to show you the last results in May. So as you see here, well, not those. So let's go down to the last game of the season, 25th. As you see there you go. There's a result there. Leicester beat Liverpool 1-0. You can just see there. Arsenal Tottenham last game of the season as well. I didn't actually know that. But Arsenal finished top, above Spurs, which is good. And Man City managed to take 4th as well. Just they drew 2-2 with Everton, whilst Wolves lost 2-1 to Sheffield United. So they managed to. We thrashed obviously Wolves the game before. So Wolves to have us and then have Man City last 2 games of the season to try and finish 4th. Not an easy task for them, but yeah, it is what it is. So we managed to get the results that we wanted, but they didn't, of course, and everyone else just fell back. But how we managed to take the title in the end, I'm actually shocked. I really am how it happened like that. So thankful, and same with the Champions League as well. Just incredible. And that also means, so if we go to here, yep, Kuna is top goal scorer. So Edouard Kuna finishes top goal scorer this time. He's actually got the same amount of goals as well. I think he got 26 last year. It's quite creepy. But yeah, but the guy that was, wow, that's actually crazy. So Wojciech, I think his name is, he's at Tottenham, and he's a player I could have got on a free transfer a couple of seasons ago, about 4 or 5 seasons ago. But in the end, I actually managed to get Kuna and Riveros, if you remember him. I got them on a free transfer, but I could have got Wojciech, but I didn't. I think it's because he declined my contract, and obviously, when they decline, you can't go back into it and get do another deal or whatever. So I had to wait for a bit, and during that time, Borussia Dortmund snapped him up for free. He's been at Dortmund for a few seasons, but then joined Tottenham, and he's been ripping it up for Tottenham, to be honest with you. But as you see right there, the top 15, he's not even in the top 15. I don't know, unless I'm blind. But so if we go down a bit, he's got to be here. So, yeah, there he is. So he is actually there, at least top 25. But he's 22nd, 12 goals. Wojciech is a quality player, and he had a good season last year, finishing top goal scorer, and he's just finished all the way down there. I have absolutely no clue how he's actually managed to finish right at the bottom there. I don't know. But you see, Vigaro got 12 for us there. Aida got 13 there. If we go up, Rodrigo got 14 for Wolves. That's quite good. Blin got 15 in the end, which is not too bad. And then of course, Kuna finished on 26 with 34 games played. And yeah, so assist leaders, Babic finished with 16 assists in 29 games. Kuna just behind, and Blin just behind as well. But also just to say about Babic as well, we didn't have Babic for the last few seasons. Obviously Babic being our best player on the game, probably, well, at least in the midfield anyways, if we just go to him. right now. Babic, solid player, 94 rated, one of the world's best. But he actually suffered an anterior cruciate ligament to his leg, obviously, and he's out for 7 months. Obviously, it's now 4 months, but it's been a few months. So we've missed him. He was a crucial part to the season, but we've managed to still scrape to take the Champions League and the Premier League. It's just how we did, honestly, I swear, how we did. I know I'm blabbing on right now, but just what a way to finish. But yeah, so going on to stats, just to finish off FIFA 22 like this, I guess we'll just, we'll start at the top. So going straight to the goalkeepers, Zimmerman got 9 clean sheets. He played 29 games for me since January. That's crazy. Oh, that's a good amount of games to actually play. Played 1 game in the end more than Morel, and he only joined in January. Got a couple of clean sheets left, but yeah, is what it is. Gallardo played 50 games in the end. Gallardo barely missed a game. He got 18 clean sheets in the end, Gallardo as well. This guy, honestly, as you see right here, 91 rated. What a player. He won't improve anymore. Maybe rating wise, but he won't improve stats. As you see there, it's got all those lines. I never know what that means sometimes, but it just seems to me he just won't, even at the age of 22. What a player. And valued now at what, 121.5 million. Crazy. But yeah, so Gallardo, decent. So yeah, going back onto stats, I'm losing track here. Anyway, 3 goals, 3 assists as well for Gallardo. That's quite good. Going on to other players, Fior got 20 games, 1 goal. Walter, my 2 centre backs, Ferreira played 52 games. He only got an assist. That was it all season. 18 clean sheets. Walter got 35 games, 1 goal, 13 clean sheets. Atkinson, my main right back, he got 16 clean sheets with 2 goals and 3 assists, but in 42 games. That's not bad. Go further down, Edson Moreira played a good handful of games, got 2 goals and 1 assist. Tonali with 7 goals, 8 assists and 15 clean sheets. In the end, that's quite good as well. Verhoeven, 15 and 15. Wow, and he played, in the end, he played a good handful of games, 15 goals, 15 assists. I've been sleeping on this guy, I've got to be honest. He's a good player as well. I think I've been sleeping on him, I really do. But in the end, he actually finished decent, really decent actually. Yeah, going on to next one, Bellingham, only 3 goals, 1 assist. I didn't rate him, to be honest, in the first, he's been here since January. I'm not even going to lie, I didn't rate him, I really didn't. De Meyer, the 19-year-old now, he was 18 when we bought him from United for 70 million plus, but now a youngster that went the other way. He got 3 goals, 4 assists in 16 games, not too bad. That's not too bad, I guess. Babic, like I said, was just on him. He managed to play 37 games in the end, which is still good. And he got 15 goals and 18 assists. 16 clean sheets right before he injured. Shame, but there you go. Camavinga finished with 19 assists in the end, which was really good actually. I didn't know he actually had a good ratio, to be honest. 7 goals, not too bad. Salah got 11 and 11, he's good. This young 23-year-old winger, he's finished on the high, to be honest. But Gareth, 13 goals, 4 assists. Even though that's good, I don't think he had a great season, to be honest. Mameri, this young player, this young 23-year-old Algerian, I love this guy, so good. I've always said he deserves more games, but he only got 14 with 5 goals and 8 assists. Just, yeah, phenomenal player. And in the end, yeah, still decent for the game that he played. Not too bad, obviously. Good take, good. Yeah, you know what I mean. But moving on to Oyeda, he finished with 17 goals and 14 assists. Again, I don't think he had a great season. I might sound stupid, but I don't think he did. Even though stats probably tells you different, but yeah. Velasco, 8 goals, 6 assists. Yeah, decent player, 91 rated. Going down, Ronnie Steen finished with 9 goals and 4 assists in 17 games. This guy came on as a super sub quite a lot, and done really well, to be fair. But yeah, good player, and hopefully, well, and this is my last FIFA anyway, so I'm not going to be able to play with him ever, so that sucks. But Lowly Laurent had a good season at Palace, got 13 goals with 2 assists in 40 games. Not bad at a team like Palace, let's be honest. Blind finished with 27 goals with 25 assists as well in his 37 games, whilst Kuna finished with 31 goals and 18 assists, both of them getting 10 clean sheets each. But yeah, what a season, honestly. That's all I can say really. There's not really much else to show you. Just obviously ratings of certain players, but it's just a shame. It's my last FIFA, well, last FIFA 22 anyways. But yeah, quality side I'm going to be finishing with, and we finished with the Premier League and the Champions League. Shame we didn't finish the FA Cup. I did try, obviously, but yeah, just didn't get to that. So yeah, that is the end. That is the end of FIFA 22. I'm not going to blab on anymore because obviously, yeah, there's just obviously no need. I can't believe Green was still in the game, but I don't think FIFA can take him. I don't, because it's on a career mode save. For some reason, they can't get rid of him on that. I don't know, but yeah, he had a good season with Leicester, it seems. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so that is all from your boy Sneebles. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed doing these sim games. You know, I mean, you're not seeing any action, but I'm showing you what happens when I sim them. I didn't jump into any this season, for definitely not even one, and we finished winning. So that's all good. Really happy with that, and you know, I hope you guys, of course, enjoyed this series on FIFA 22. But just to finish up with, just to let you guys know, like I said, thanks for the support on this series. Whatever support I have received, you know, I appreciate it. And of course, subscribe. How we get to 420 next is the sort of target I'm looking for. But you know, I will be away from Friday, so this video will be up Wednesday. It should be. I'm recording this last bit now on Tuesday. This video should be up at least Wednesday. That'll be the last video until I'm back from holiday. I'll be off for a week or so. If I can get FIFA delivered to me in time, I will do a FIFA video on Friday, hopefully, and hopefully get one out. You know, I can't guarantee it, but hopefully. But if I don't, I will see you on the flip side, and I'll see you literally in a couple of weeks' time when I'm back from my holiday. A nice break, hopefully, for me. But yeah, so there's not much else I can say. Just, you know, I can't help the time I booked a holiday. I wish I didn't book it around about now. I really do. But you know, there's not much I can do about it. But yeah, so like I said, I hope you guys of course enjoyed this series on FIFA 22. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself playing FIFA 22. You know, it's not been too bad, I guess. You know, it is what it is. But on to a new FIFA. That's all that matters. So yeah, hope you guys of course enjoyed it. Leave a like, of course, and subscribe. Be much appreciated. I'll see you guys in that next episode. You know, we'll hopefully continue our success going into FIFA 23. So take care and peace.